and welcome to the Daily 10 minutes of movement daily to build strength, energy, and of course, consistency, which is just such a huge piece of the puzzle when it comes to getting physically active, getting stronger, getting fitter, all of the above. These are our exercises today. We are doing an upper body only session. So we are going to be quite jelly in the arms, but it is going to feel so good. Grab some dumbbells. I would go for a heavy and a light set. And if you don't have any weights, don't worry, you can use items that you have around the house, like a heavy water bottle will also work for some of these exercises. We do some of them body weight. Just make sure that you have a steady and sturdy chair or bench that you can sit on and perform some of these exercises on. I can't wait to get sweaty with you. Let's do it 10 daily. 10-minute, upper body only. Have your dumbbells ready. Have your bench or your seat or whatever you're going to do your workout on. We do need to have a bench or a seat or something that is nice and sturdy. And if you want to use a mat on the floor, you absolutely can. I'm not going to. I'm literally going to raw dog this. The only thing I want to say before we begin, okay, is just I want you to pay extra attention to your rib cage being down when we extend our arms overhead. And that may mean that you struggle with that overhead press. If that is the case, we need to work on our shoulder range, shoulder mobility, but just choose a lighter weight for that overhead press so that you're not creating any major strain on your shoulders. I am choosing a heavy weight for my overhead press, but when I feel really fatigued, I will switch to the lighter weight. The other thing I want you to pay attention to is scapular positioning. The whole way through this session, what your scapula does is going to really dictate how effective, how safe, how high quality this workout ends up being. And so when I give you these cues, really try to implement them because they will make a huge difference, not just to today's daily 10, but across the board with all of your upper body work. Without further ado, I think we just need to get on with this workout. So 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off. First exercise, overhead press. Oh my God. I really stressed myself out with this overhead press to begin with because I've chosen a weight that is really challenging and I invite you to do the same. Doesn't necessarily have to be the same as me, but just choose something that is challenging for you because we're only working out for 10 minutes. Notice I'm using my abs to keep my core really stable, and that's why I'm struggling to talk at the same time. Okay, pop these down. And what is happening with your core is going to make a huge difference as well to your overall trunk stability, which makes a difference for performing the exercises for our upper body. Single arm bent over row. Really get a stretch here on each rep and then row your elbow back to your pelvis. Do not do this. And this is another thing about choosing a weight that is challenging. You can't do form like this with a weight that is really challenging. So often where people are going wrong is that they're selecting a weight that's too light to actually work the lats, these very strong back muscles and the rhomboids. We've got 14 seconds left here. I'm really trying to keep my trunk nice and stable. A little bit of help from the legs is fine. Feel your abs working here. Beautiful. Okay. Oh, I'm sneaky then. I stopped 3 seconds shy of that next set. Okay, here we go. Get nice and wide with your base for these single arm rows. Let's go. Row back and release. And just also pay attention to what's happening with the arm that's supporting. Try not to let it get saggy. It's also helping in this exercise with anti-rotation. So just let it do that for you. Let it help support you as you row back. Keep your abs nice and tight through this movement and pull the elbow back to the pelvis. That is key. Also, just pay attention to what's happening with the rest of your body. Like if you're looking up, that can tend to create this form again. But again, if you're lifting heavy enough, you will really struggle to do this exercise incorrectly. Okay, perfect. Next exercise, we're going into a tricep push-up on the ground. And if you're not doing it on the ground, you're doing it on the bench, that will be a slightly easier variation, and that is totally okay. But the key thing here is that we're working through the eccentric portion. So I'm lowering down slowly and I'm popping my knees on the floor to push up. But it would be helpful if I didn't leave the dumbbells right in my way. So we'll move them out of the way here. Okay, so I'm lowering down. 3, 2, 1. My hands are nice and narrow. And then pushing back up however you can. So you don't necessarily have to do the push-up. If you want to go ahead and do 45 seconds of tricep push-ups, please be my guest. But the reason we're working on the eccentric is to get stronger at doing push-ups. Particularly get stronger in our triceps. Core nice and tight. 3, 2, 1, lowering down and then driving up. Perfect. Last but not least, we have our standing bicep curl. So for this one, shoulders down and back, opening out through the chest. Let's go. This is a wonderful exercise. It is not just for men. Women, we obviously need strong biceps. I've definitely found that. Carrying a toddler around, carrying a toddler in one arm and like overdue laundry in the other. But what often happens is with this one, we let our chest round forward and we start to do it like this. And the problem with that is that we're not getting the same range of motion. So I want that nice big open range of motion here. Driving up, releasing down, driving up and releasing down. We've got 8 seconds. Perfect. Okay, we have this overhead press. This set, because I am getting fatigued, I'm gonna start standing and I'm gonna do a little bit of a hop to get this weight up. Here we go. I'm gonna slow down that eccentric. 2, 1, because I'm now jumping that the concentric as the arms are going up. So I'm just going to slow down because I want to keep this weight. Got 20 seconds left. Oh my God. I really can't talk. We're gonna have to release that. Oh my goodness. I promise, if you start selecting weights that are really challenging you, you are actually gonna see results from these 10 minutes. Now, I know that the objective is not necessarily just about results in this 10 minutes a day thing, but why would we not want to challenge ourselves as much as we can if we're feeling up to it, right? Especially in a 10-minute workout. Inhale to go down, exhale to contract. I just find that women have been socialized into choosing lighter weights, and it's really done us a disservice because we need that muscle as we age. We are losing 8% of our muscle every year after the age of 30. Every year? I think it might be every decade. I'll correct it. I'm like, every year? That does sound like a lot. If we're not actively training to keep it on. Oof. So, making sure that we're getting enough protein and we're lifting enough weight. Now, the truth is you can gain muscle from lighter weights, but the thing is that lighter weights aren't gonna help with your bone mineral density. That's key. And also, those lighter weights are gonna still need you to work to this nth degree that I am here, which means you're gonna have to work out for much longer to get the same feeling that we're getting when we actually choose a challenging weight here. Okay, 10 seconds. Getting ready. Push-up time. So really try to, with all of these workouts that we do together, play with the idea of finding where your failure is, getting close to that failure point, and then training yourself to push past it, or at least to lean into it, leaning into that area of discomfort, which is where all the growth actually happens, right? And I'm not talking about muscle growth, I'm just talking about the psychological and obviously the physiological, biological. I'm gonna have to move this to here because I have really fatigued myself. Truth be told, I've actually recorded this workout 3 times. So I am so tired. Just something kept happening tech-wise. And that means I've done 30 minutes of workout today as opposed to my daily 10. Last one, bicep curls. Let's stay nice and focused, shoulders down and back, core nice and tight, bracing so that we can really isolate through the bicep here. And so I'm feeling particularly fatigued through my arms. I am absolutely gonna feel this tomorrow, and that's okay. That is okay. So we're working a different body part, focusing more on, I think it's cardio and core. Beautiful work. Okay, we are done with our upper body. Last exercise, a hollow body hold. So for this, all I want you to make sure of, ribs down, back stays flat. So pressing your spine into the floor, belly draws in and it remains flat. If it blows up to the ceiling, we know that we are taking a variation that our body can't handle. Here's variation 1. Check that tummy, check that spine. Now, challenge variation 2. Might be up here. Check your stomach, check your spine. Variation 3, reaching forward, legs come off. Variation 4, variation 5. But if you take this, just watch. See, my stomach's blown up. I need to keep it pulling down. So I'm gonna take this variation here of the hollow body. Spine down, stomach in, shoulders away from the ears, belly drawing in, chin tucking in, staying nice and tight. That's Justin calling me in the nick of time, trying to help me out of this ab exercise. But we're gonna keep going. Oh no, I release. And we're done. Oh, sorry guys, I made you do that extra few seconds of that ab exercise. But you know what? It's worth it. We're done. I can't wait to see you guys again tomorrow. You absolutely smashed it. I don't know about you, but my arms are so jelly. And you absolutely smashed it. We did it. We did our 10 minutes. We got it done. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being on the mat or the gym or your lounge room with me, getting sweaty together. It's so important to just make sure you dedicate some time. And I find that 10 minutes is just so manageable for all of us. If, however, you are feeling quite frisky and you are ready for more, then don't forget to check out my other channel. I will link it below. You can hit up some longer workouts. And I also have a whole bunch of vlogs that are on different health topics, breaking down the science and then the practical application of those. If you are ready to take your training to the next level, if you have a very specific goal in mind with your training, maybe it's a pull-up, maybe it's to squat heavier, maybe it's to grow a booty, maybe it's to grow your abs, maybe it is to lose weight, maybe it is to gain weight. Whatever level you are at, there is a program on my website for you that will work for you. Just head to shonavertue.com. Otherwise, I can't wait to see you again tomorrow for another Daily 10. Well done.